welcome our guest speaker, Courtney Chard. Courtney is a second-generation pipe welder with the United Association Local 46 in Canada since 2002. She believes in giving back to the industry through teaching and mentorship as an ambassador with Kick-Ass Careers. Welcome to the webinar, Courtney.
Thank you, Duncan.
So, Courtney, I know you have tried both of these guns. You tried the TIG and the MIG. Could you give the audience some update, insight as to how your first experience was with them both?
First of all, I've never seen any of these guns before, and I had no idea this technology existed because I'm a pipe welder and I'm in the field, so I don't do production welding. So I was shocked that they actually had this technology and they existed for so long. And then when I got talking to my peers, I'm like, I got this opportunity to try out these guns and they're supposed to take away the welding smoke. And everyone's like, well, how's that gonna work? You're gonna get porosity. And I guess we didn't expect that the fume extraction was going to be built right into the head of the gun itself. I think we all had images of something attaching on top of the gun like a smoke eater, which we would use in the field. And so initially the look, I was completely shocked, and the weight, it was so light. So that's what got me, was how light it was, and the handle was very comfortable. But I couldn't get over the weight. And then I kept thinking, you know, where you're gonna get porosity, you're gonna get porosity. And the fact that you didn't get porosity was shocked too.
Yeah, that's interesting. So so it was the first time you'd seen a fume extraction gun from what
Yes.
And you weren't sure, but then you saw it, then you actually used it, and
Yes.
you were surprised about the weight and the comfort, and then actually you saw it remove the smoke. And I noticed when I was with you on one of the visits, you made a comment about visibly seeing the smoke disappear and then the smell and the gas. Can you speak about that a little bit?
Right, so this would be with the MIG, because obviously, as you guys stated in your videos, everyone thinks that MIG's more harmful, and we know from welding stainless and chrome that that's not true, but visually you see the smoke. With me, visually you could definitely see the smoke go away. Whenever I do weld with MIG or TIG, I get a lot of headaches. I get headaches from the smoke and the gas. They tend to bring on this headache with me especially if I'm around a lot of the argon. So I think that's amazing that this technology now exists, and yeah, to actually see the smoke disappear with the MIG, because when you're in a fab shop setting, especially building pipe spools, we do use the MIG, the wire feeder, a lot. So to have because you would have the arms, the smoke extracting arms, but to have that extra at the gun itself would be amazing.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that's awesome. And I know you've only done a few trials. You've not like tested it for a year or anything like that. But we're going to change that hopefully over the course of time. And what would you say about? I know you're mainly into TIG. I know you do a lot of pipe weld. But as far as structural steel and applications in the welding arena, as far as all types of welding, do you see this as something that could be possibly the future for all welders in all industries, or what's your thought?
I do actually. I like the fact, because when I weld on site in the field, I have to use a smoke eater in the buildings, but it's separate. So, and I think I talked to you about this, I have to try and find a place to place the smoke eater above where I'm welding. And if I'm up in a ceiling, that's not always possible, or I have to stick the magnet to the pipe and it falls on me, or it's not even working. And so to actually have it at the source would be amazing. For pipe welding, the TIG, it needs a little bit more adjustment, I think, on the handle. If you could come up with a flex head for the pipe, it would be amazing. But the one thing you guys stumbled on, which I loved, is you can adjust the amperage from the handle of the gun on the TIG. And I think that's the most, I know it's the most amazing technology for me because I have to run a separate remote. So to just have one less thing or two less things that you have to like carry and run would be amazing. And I said to you, I said, oh my gosh, you can address like your remote straight in the gun. I love this. Because usually I have to run again a separate remote and it's another element and another thing that I have to do, right? So just to have that access. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think it's really awesome that you got to try both, and I know that there's more use of it ahead. What would you say about people trying it? Would you recommend the welders try it and kind of get a new glimpse as to the future?
For sure, and I think it would be really something great to try in the pipe welding fab shops. Like get them to try at the fab shops where they're building pipe spools to go out on site. I think that would be amazing place for them to try it. Yeah, because you're on a positioner, you're on a rotator, so it's not like you're in the field where you're up against a wall or something. You could probably really get a lot of good feedback, and it would be a good place to start.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we really appreciate that feedback, Courtney. Was there anything else you wanted to say, or does that pretty much cover it?
I think we pretty much covered it. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and yeah, just the fact that this technology is out there it's amazing.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day. I know that you're busy, you're welding today on site. So we really appreciate you joining us from Canada, and take care.